Hey, everybody. We're just going to do some stress-free neurographical art. So if you want to grab a pencil or a pen and join in, you go right ahead. It's going to be a pretty quiet stream though, because probably just going to do what I'm doing without too much chit-chat. Hey, how dear. Hey, emo trash. Sorry, I'm just kind of just drawing today. Nothing exciting. Just trying to stress free before I go to bed. It's been one of those days. I'm going to see if this art therapy really works. This is what neurographical art is. Basically, yeah, you just draw lots of swirly lines and then you've got to round off all the corners and then we'll add some color. Why nothing exciting? I don't have the energy today, Tim. I don't have the energy. Right, let's just like how dear says hey. Emo trash says hey. Okay. Hi, emo trash. Why nothing exciting? I demand you be more exciting. What would make this more exciting, Tim Olsen? Tell me what would make this more exciting. And I'll see if I do that. I get it. It's kind of like intersecting lines that make organic shapes. Yeah. And it kind of, I think it's supposed to look a little bit like, like the synapses in your brain. And apparently round things make you calmer. I don't really know. All I know is a very lovely lady came in my chat a few times and she told, oh, dog's going to start barking now. I had to close her out into the other room because she's got the habit right now of stealing my spot on the sofa where I sit. And as soon as she saw me put the computer on, she decided to sit there. I'm going to have to let her in because she didn't like being on her own. Just give me 1 second. There you see, that's more exciting, isn't it, Tim? The dog barking. It's definitely more exciting than listening to me. Right, lady, you're going to behave if you come in. Do not sit in my seat. Don't do it. And don't knock the camera over either. Oh, God, this is going to be a disaster. I know it's going to be a disaster. But it will definitely be more exciting. All right, I'll move my pencils. Okay. Yeah, I love you too. Right, sorry about that, everybody. Sorry about that. Right, give me the mouse, though. That's mine. Did that do anything? Everyone said hello. I see she's been thinking of me all day. Yeah, probably, Tim. You're very stressful. Pastels might be more therapeutic. They might. Did she clean up after herself? Well, she didn't make a mess. She just sat in my seat. Silly dog. Yeah, exactly. Silly dog. See, Tim says you're a silly dog. And I agree. She's just barking because she doesn't like being on her own. Because she's a silly dog. All right. Now, where are we? Rounding off the edges. Emo, do you know if Rocky will be streaming tonight or today or whatever it is there's tonight here? Ah, okay. Well, Huntington, this looks like your brain on a good day. Wow, yeah, I think it's definitely my filing system in my brain on a good day. Hey, good to see you, Will Huntington. Tim Olsen is dropping a link. I mean, I can't click on that link right now, but everyone else can. You don't know. He's supposed to be giving us ideas for his next master study. Well, hopefully he'll stream in a bit. And I sounds really horrible, but I can listen to him while I fall asleep. That sounds mean. His streams are definitely not boring, but he has a very calming voice. Okay, have we rounded off all the corners? Probably not. I'm always finding more. Yeah, look, there's one there. I don't think it's anywhere near messy enough yet. I think we need to draw some more squiggles. Trust me, it will all work out right in the end. Once we start to add colour, it generally starts to get quite pretty. And very abstract and random. Mm. if you okay, was that? Here we go. It's only awesome sci-fi comedy called Zed and Odysseus. What did I miss? Oh, okay. All right. Well, I will check it out. I will check it out later. I promise. If he does, it'll probably be pretty late tonight. Oh, so my morning then. I'll wake up to it. His streams are more chaotic when I'm over there being a chatterbox. Well, sometimes I fall asleep before he even reads my name out. And I like to wait for that cup of tea. Right. It's like droids meet Adult Swim. Okay. Well, everyone else can check it out. It's funny as hell. That's what she said. Me, I'm just... Yes, Tim, you are just random. Okay, you got the anatomy figure drawing books. Awesome. They are awesome. Oh, well, there we go. So many good anatomy drawing tips and clear examples. It's written in Korean and English. Oh, I need a copy of this book, especially if it's written in Korean as well, because if you don't know that I'm learning Korean, then where have you been for the last 3 years? Well, I know where I've been, not learning Korean, which I should have been doing. Rocky is a little slow, though. He told me he wasn't quite as slow on Wednesday because you weren't there. How rude. He can't blame me for everything, emo trash. I mean, John does a lot of talking too. You could blame him. He does call you the derailer, though. I don't know why. Oh, you went home Wednesday. Were you somewhere exciting? Tell me you were somewhere exciting. See, this bit's supposed to be very therapeutic, just rounding off all the corners. I'm actually finding it a little bit tedious, to be honest. I want to get on with the colouring. Maybe that's just me being impatient. Oh, plus, I keep messing up on my lines. My hands aren't steady today. Cranberry Landers in the house. You're more than happy to take the blame. Okay. I think John came up with the title originally and you wear it. Absolutely. Well, why not? Yo, Katie. You were at your boy's house on Wednesday. We were probably cooking around the time Rocky was streaming. Okay, nice. We gave his ferrets a bath to. Ew. I mean, I love ferrets, don't get me wrong. The thought of bathing them kind of, I don't know. I don't know why I went ew, really. Who is your colorist and how late will your book be? Well, as any good artist will tell you, I am doing the writing, the inking, and the colouring all by myself because I can't afford to pay anyone else to do it. And therefore, my book will be out the day after never. No, Cranberry Lounges. But back it anyway. Well, hunting done. Back it anyway. Oh, bonsoir, Monsieur Lounges. Yes, you're totally getting impatient. I am. I'm being totally distracted by emo trash. Maybe draw more things that are interesting to you before you get to the colours. Well, this is neurological art. I'm supposed to be being very thoughtful and sell feet pics. I am all for selling feet pics. I said to everybody, my feet are £1,000 English pounds a foot, no refunds, and I never said they were pretty. Cash in advance. What was it? They weren't too bad to bathe, actually. One of them was a lot better behaved than in the past. Oh, well, that's good. I can just imagine. Because they're really like, I mean, I love ferrets, don't get me wrong, but they are like quick and runny. Everyone said, hello. It is what you do. Sell nail picks. Well, look, you can have these for free. I've picked off all my nail varnish. Does that count as nail picks? No, I'm not a professional. Why do I want to sell feet picks and nail picks anyway? What, so I can afford a colorist or an artist to do my book? One day I might surprise you all. I might actually do a book. How about that? Book of how not to do it. How Not to Get Through Life by Katie Steele. I think it could be a bestseller. I don't know if it'd be a comic book though. Comedy book. Ah, thank you, Haldir. Thank you. Hang on. A foot, Katie. You're giving them away. You should do them per toe. £1,000 per toe. That's £10,000 for 2 feet. I like it. You're right, Emo Trash. Would you like to be my manager? Nail clippings. Oh my God. Twiglets. Yeah, well, they run around a lot, so they're running, Thank you, Helder. Okay. You didn't know how you felt about ferrets because you'd never really been around till my boy got his. Ferrets are really cute. I've never owned one, but they're cute. I like animals, all animals really. No, I'm saying for the foot fetish guys. I don't know. You were the one who said you sell foot. I've never actually sold one. I just figured, if anyone was stupid enough to buy one, then I'd cash in on it. They're the most entertaining little things to. They are. They're very cute and incredibly sociable. You're used to animals being cautious of strangers, but not. Oh, that's so cute. I think it's probably because ferrets are close to quick, slithery, furries. No, don't say snakes. No, they're nothing like snakes. I'm afraid of snakes. I will absolutely be your manager. Thank you. Okay, so any sales go straight via Emo Trash and she will tell me what I've got to do. Your art reminds me of some of weird 70s comic books my father used to have. Some of the weird comic books. Oh, really? Well, there you go. Maybe this is a cover for it. That plus wet probably gets you to yeah, I don't know. No, they're nothing like snakes. Snakes are scary. You've got a rash on your ankle. You sell rash picks. How much are you selling them for? If anybody wants a rash pick, email Well Huntingdon. You're saying if pictures of your foot are too revealing to you, you can do a toenail, barely a foot or toenails. I could do toenails. Might have to paint them first. They're more like perpetual puppies. Yeah, that's the way I think of them, without the barking, which are detached from your flesh. Ew. I don't know what's more gross, selling my feet pics or my cut toenails. Although, there's always that thing. What do you do with your cut toenails? I mean, do you just let them ping across the floor? Or do you put them in the bin? Or where do you put your cut toenails? Do you collect them in a pile? Do you keep them in a jar? What do you do with your clipped toenails? Answers in the chat. Ooh, yellow hard heel. I don't have hard heels. So, haha. But that's gross. Oh, those cracked feet. Ugh. Perpetual puppy machines. Oh, gosh. You're just trying to write hard words for me to say at this time of night, aren't you? Okay, let's get some colouring going. Let's get some colouring done. I think there's let's start at the top, otherwise I shall. Yeah, perpetual puppies, no matter how old they are, they're always full of energy and constantly getting into trouble. That sounds like ferrets to me. Make macaroni art with. Hey, maybe I'll do that tomorrow. Make some macaroni art. Isn't there some witch thing at all about burning toenails? Well, yeah, there are. That's what I was going to get to. There are spells that, where you can use nails and toenails and things like hair. Can't say I've ever done that myself, but it's definitely a thing. So be careful with your hair, discarded hair and discarded toenails, nail clippings. You use them to clean out from underneath your other toenails. You build little cabins. Oh my God. Right, you're doing a stream next week showing us your toenail clipping art. It brings a new meaning to the word clip art, doesn't it? You guys are funny. Funny. Burning toenails. Stack them up like card towers. Witches be using anything in their spells, yeah. Spider eyes, toenails, hair, bones, feathers, yeah. It's kind of gross. You did burn your nails as a kid, and orange peels, scraps of paper, and matches. Okay. Whole spiders, probably snakes. Yeah, well, they keep them pickled in jars, don't they, for the right moment. A grown woman colouring pictures, but I'm a grown man who paints hundreds of 1-inch tall miniatures. Warhammer figures, by any chance? I have a couple of those I've done. Disgusting. They use toads too. Your brother My brother and I would stick our fingers in candles and see who could keep it in the flame the longest. Chicken, but with oh, do you know, I'm a nightmare. If I've got a candle, I'm always putting the wax on my hands and then peeling it off. I do love things like that, but then, you know, I'm a bit of a sadist. Let me have a quick look. Well, hunting done. I painted a dragon on one of my streams once. I've shown it quite a few times, but I'll show it again because I like it. But right, I have to climb over the camera wire. Right, where's my figures? I've only got 2 of them out here at the minute. I bet you don't paint them anything like this. I paint them for my D&D games, but I don't have any other than my dragon that I painted. Oh, let's get rid of Cranberry Langer's comment. Try and put this, I don't know. So I painted this, which looks better in real life than it does on this camera thing. And then that was a angel-y type figurine I'm in the middle of painting right now. So I also paint 1-inch figures, but there we go. Warhammer and others. Yeah, I don't know where my Warhammer ones are. I've only got 2 of them because I don't do Warhammer as a rule. But I wanted to paint the figures. So. Anyway, right, back to burning nails and wax. Oh, did that one? Sounds like a fantastic child's game. We pour wax in our hands. Yep, it's got to be done. Oh, an actual dragon figurine. Yes, ice dragon. Yeah, there's a funny story with this though. Right, because without my glasses for reading, I don't need them for distance. Without my reading glasses, I can't read anything. And I was so excited once because I went in the shop and I found this dragon and I bought it. And then I showed it to my son. I said, look, I've bought a cold dragon. So I'm going to paint it blue and make it an ice dragon because, you know, Ice Queen, ice dragon, it all fits. And he looked at me and like, Mum, that says gold dragon. I was like, oh, well, it's a nice dragon now. But, yeah. So my iced gold dragon. But, yeah, you know, Ice Queen, Ice Palace, Ice Dragon, Ice Cream. We'd also do chicken with who could drink a full gallon of milk without stopping, who could drink more pickle or olive juice without... You and your brother are just a little strange. A woman annoyingly taught me how to paint with a cocktail stick, eyeballs, etc. Okay. Well, I'm sorry a woman knew, but at least she passed that knowledge on to you. Paint with a cocktail stick. So how well, you just like touch the end of the cocktail stick in the paint and then just like dab it on? Gold does not have to be hot anyway. No, it's not gold either. It's blue, white with a little bit of purple. Still looks cool as a cold dragon. It looks exactly like an ice dragon. I don't know why anyone would want to paint this thing gold. I mean, I think it would just be weird. It clearly was an ice dragon. White gold. Could be. This is true. Maybe it's referring to the dragon's heart of gold. Oh, could be. That's a good theory. I might have to use that one. Right, come on, Katie. Let's do some colouring so that we get something good out of this, not just a blank page. Sometimes I do this with watercolour. which is a lot quicker than I never color. I hate coloring actually. I never color with color pencils. And here I am, trying out new things all the time. The reason I don't color with coloring pencils is because when I was at school, my geography lesson, not even my art lesson, my art teacher loved me. My geography teacher came over to me while I was colouring. I was probably bored of colouring anyway. I mean, I didn't like geography. I didn't want to be there. And she told me I was colouring it all wrong because it wasn't even. I hated geography even more after that. Don't leave me alone. But the question is, after she taught you how to paint with a cocktail stick, did you teach her anything else? I don't need details. Actually, to be fair, she's married, but the they but God, this is gonna sound weird. Like I don't like her, but there is a woman that owns the Warhammer shop near me, and she is a woman, and she's actually, for a woman who's into Warhammer, she's actually very pretty. Her husband is actually really good looking too, so they make a very nice couple, but it is quite strange to see a woman as that much into it. She gets so excited as well. And when I go in there and like talk with her about the different characters and things. Because again, I'm only looking at it from a Dungeons and Dragons perspective, so something that would look good in my game as opposed to the Warhammer games. And she just gets so animated about them. Quite cool. I haven't been there in ages though. Been there for about a year. Does look great. Oh, it might do, or it might not. What do you do with coloured pencils then? Look at them and think there are lots of pretty colours. Drop them on the floor and then get annoyed that I've got to try and put them all back in their order. Not much else really. Just look at them. And you taught her about that, did you? Okay. I'm probably not going to keep that highlighted though. It's try something a little bit different here. The organizing them one sounds great. Yeah, you're one of those OCD people. I'm seriously the one that throws all the colors in together. like pick up sticks. Yeah. You like the lines. I just thought it might be a little bit different and quicker, because I'll probably add some patterns into this. Although I didn't really match those lines up very well. Add a little bit of shading. Don't really know. I don't really know. So where is John tonight then, emo trash? What did you do? You didn't let him sleep, did you? Can always add more. You was planning on going to the movies. What were you going to go and see? Oh, hang on. I've missed. You like the lines? A little bit. You can always add more. Emo is out washing ferrets. Wrestling with them. Oh, Mission Impossible. Is that out of the cinema? Is there a new one then? I don't even know literally don't even know what's coming out or what's out, or I haven't paid any attention at all. Well, the last thing I watched, don't laugh at me, last thing I watched at the cinema was, what did I go and watch? I've forgotten. Oh no. What did I go and watch? No, it's totally gone. The time before I went and watched the Barbie movie. And then last time. Anyway, it was something silly. I'm a girl, well hung and dang. There is the last one, according to Tom Cruise. Out. Oh, okay. I actually fell asleep to Mission Impossible the other day. I thought, I haven't watched this before. I shall watch it. And I fell asleep. Very bisexual. Lighting, colours. Be more macho like me and God. Look, just be happy I didn't do pink. I was going to do greens and yellows, and then I saw the blues. So what colours would you have this done as then? Maybe I should have asked the chat what colours I should do instead of just deciding for myself. Yes, I did. Thank you, Cranberry Langers. That is exactly what I watched. Did I tell you guys about that? I probably did in one of my streams. Yes, it was Beetlejuice. The second one. Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice. See, I'm not afraid. You do camouflage like a real man. So what, greens and browns and well, I suppose I could have done that. But I didn't. I don't know what I'm doing with that outside bit. I don't like it. I actually really don't like it. But there's not much I can do about it now. Well, the next one of these I will do in camouflage, macho, godlike colours. In fact, I really nearly did do the yellows and greens and browns. That's actually quite weird. So what do you guys think? Do more of these dumb drawing nothing streams or more gaming streams? I was gonna do some Red Dead Redemption, and then I thought, nah, it's been a long time since I did a drawing stream. What do you think? Should I go more into the gaming side? I'm obviously no artist. You were just thinking of a silly movie out lately, someone like you would watch. Yes, well, it was Beetlejuice. That's one of the most recent silly movies I've seen and been willing to go to the theatres for. Draw the focus somewhere else if you don't like that spot. Yeah. I'm not liking any of it, to be honest. It's supposed to be therapeutic, and I actually just hate it. But you prefer creative streams. Yeah. Did you ever watch mine when I did the making stuff, like the building of a tavern out of foam? D&D tavern, not like a real one. I never finished it. Still sat on the shelf. I just run out of ideas to do because I'm not an artist. So I just run out of ideas on what to draw. You don't believe you saw me building a D&D tavern? Well, go back and watch my streams, Cranberry Loungers. Go back and watch them. I never finished it. Still incomplete. Actually, I never finish anything. I have a theory on why I never finish things. Because if you don't finish them, you can't ruin it. Because it's not finished. Whereas if you actually finish something, then yeah. The main issue is the time. You're more into art, but if gaming, some more conversation. It's therapeutic for me, not really the intent, I guess. You prefer the creative streams. Oh, I read that one. You find painting your space fascists therapeutic. Find painting my space fascists therapeutic. Yeah. Tried painting them while talking to random people on the internet, though. If you don't like drawing, draw stories. How do you draw a story? You have to be able to draw, don't you? I do not like this drawing. You listen to audiobooks. I love listening to audiobooks, but I get about 5 minutes into them and I fall asleep completely, like every time. And then you got to try and find the place where you fell asleep to. What kind of audiobooks do you like? What kind of books and genres do people like to read? Do people read anymore? I mean, like books, not comics. Like, about space fascists. The trick is you make it so big, even when you've only completed a portion, other people think it's complete. Okay, you create a story in your head, then capture a moment of the story. I don't know if I could do that. Like someone building a log cabin and a log shifting and causing the entire thing to start crumbling. But you've got to be able to draw that. I wouldn't be able to draw that. I'd be able to think it. You read La Bible, the Bible. I'm only using trans colors and comics. Oh, look. Well, okay, I won't just use trans colors. Hang on. I was going to make it really, really weird now. Let's use other colors too. I have no clue about the color wheel, what colors go with what colors and what shouldn't go with what colors. There's that saying, blue and green should never be seen without a color in between. And there's no color in between this. Warhammer and philosophy and history. Yeah. I like just short fantasy type things. But I was never into Terry Pratchett, and yet I love those sort of books. But for some reason, Terry Pratchett, I couldn't get into his books at all. But I love that kind of fantasy world. I don't like real life, really. If I can be in some kind of alternate reality, would be good. This is supposed to be for my brain, and look, this is what my brain is like. This is clearly what my brain is like, all over the place, messy, and not at all in harmony with itself. So actually, I think we've succeeded in doing what I was supposed to. There's complementary colors, contrasting. Yeah, I don't. You read documents. Red, green, blue, orange, yellow, and purple. Red, green, blue, orange, yellow, and purple. Okay. Oh, I'm going to put all of those in here. In fact, I'm going to put every color in my pencil box in here. How about that? How long? Oh, I've been going for an hour already. I generally only stream for an hour. But I'll put a few more not trans colors in, or whatever I was doing. Oh, that's bad coloring. No wonder my geography teacher told me I couldn't color. I don't care. I don't care at this point. I've just been happy talking to you guys. That was the whole point of streaming, really. Let's be realistic. So I had someone to talk to instead of talking to myself. I do way too much of that. You met Terry Pratchett once. He's a nice guy. Yeah, I imagine he probably is. Was. All of them in one tiny spot mixed together. It looks like a parrot on acid looking at another parrot. It does. Look, there's the beak. There's his eye. I don't know where the other parrot is. I don't know. Yourself already knows all of your best jokes. I know. It's just not funny. According to Well Huntingdon, I'm not funny anyway, but I make me laugh. Sorry, Well Huntingdon. I took it to heart. Not really. It's not the first time I've been told it. Let's get some orange in here now. I'm hilarious. Yeah, I think so. To me. Not always, but you see a feather and music symbols. I wouldn't take anything I say too seriously. No, me either, to be honest, me either. Right, let's have some dark green, and then I'm gonna call it because my brain's going into the oblivion. I don't know what I'm thinking or saying now. But I think we can say that this neurographic art piece was an epic fail. But hanging out with you guys was fun. Has been fun. Hey, Summer Swan! Wow, good to see you. I haven't seen you in ages. Well, no, that's not true. I saw you the other day. When did I see you? I don't know. Yesterday? A couple of days ago? Just don't look at my art. It's weird. It's this. The chat's full. They keep telling me to use weird colors. I don't know. No, it's all on me. I'm losing the will to live right now. Summer Swan, we recently had some time away bird watching and butterfly watching. Well, Cranberry Loungers, if this is supposed to be, I think you overwhelmed Eam, annoyed her out of the stream. But well, maybe she had places to be. It's supposed to be where your brain leads you. Yes, well, it's led me into a big mess. It's where my brain usually leads me. Not suggest a thing. Oh. I think next time we'll do something else. What should we do next time? Who knows? Oh, I hate colouring. I'm sure I'm not supposed to say that on one of my art streams, aren't I? Oh, definitely time to end the stream. Okay, right, that's it for today. We'll come back next time with something something a little better than what we've put together today. But yes, that is what my brain looks like right now. A big mess. Hey, Dark Lycone, my goodness, how are you? It's been a long time. Well, you're at work right now, but finally gave in to the temptation to check YouTube and saw you were streaming. Unusual for you to catch you during. Well, it's unusual for me to actually stream at this time of night because usually I should be in bed, which I'm going to go and do right after I end the stream. Yes, I have seen you been playing Fortnite and stuff. You stopped midway, cut us off. What shape comes to your head when you think of me? Could you draw that? Okay, what shape comes to my mind when I think of cranberry oranges? Actually, straight away, the shape came in my head. There you go. This is cranberry oranges. The letter S, which is probably because of swan, came into my head when I was thinking of summer swan there. You're almost a square, yeah. You're a hexagon. A stop sign. Isn't that a circle? Isn't that a circle with a line in it? Is that stop? I don't know. Emo's a star. Which is nice with pointy edges. Emo trash is a star. Who else? Tim is a triangle. I don't know if Tim Olsen's still here, but for some reason he's a triangle. Well hung and dung. He's a circle. And dark lichen. Dark lichen, you got one of those rhombus shape. Is that called a rhombus? Something like that. Not quite a diamond. More of a wonky rectangle. Look, I don't know where these are coming from. Okay, they're just coming into my head. What emotions come with the hexagon? What emotions come with the hexagon? I don't know. It is one of my favorite shapes, but I don't know. How dear, what would you be? Okay. Now when I think of Haldean, what do I think of? Okay. Haldean is a cylinder. Now why? I don't know. I don't know. A hexagon. Yeah, I'm going to be a hexagon now. I don't know what ideas are linked to hexagons. Thank you for the shape, Katie. Oh, there you go. And I'm going to be a hexagon too. Oh, I'm glad you like the swan. I'm sure I could probably do a better swan. I was just, I don't know, kind of doodling. So yeah, so summer swan is a swan shape. Cranberlanges is a hexagon. Emo's a star. Tim Olsen is a triangle. When hunting done is a circle. Oh, how dear in 3D. Nice. What shape am I? Oh, that's easy. It's the shape I always used to draw when I was a kid. It's a puddle, a splodge. That's what I used to draw on all my school books, like splodges. That's definitely Katie. You're a scorpion with a virgin rising. Okay. Is that like your star sign? I don't even want to think about it. Right, guys, thank you so much for being here. And I will not tell you when I'll be back because I don't know. I'll be back when I'm back. And I will hopefully see you then. And for some reason, StreamYard got rid of all my videos. So let's see if I have my outro. No, I don't. My outro is missing. So I will leave you with no outro. And I apologize for that. Guten Tag. Gute Nacht. Tschüss. And laters, everybody. Thanks for being here.